Welcome to the fourth episode of the Virtual Talent Room podcast, a podcast dedicated to virtual conversations with the unemployed youth from the townships of Cape Town in South Africa, aged between 18 and 35 years old. Listen in and experience our guest as I talk about the impact of unemployment on their lives and their families, as they share their career experiences and the value they bring to corporates. I'll be your host, Mandisa Makubalo, and in today's episode, I'll be talking to the talented Xola Veldtman. I will allow her to introduce herself. Firstly, good afternoon, Xola. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm doing. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm excited to have this conversation, Xola. I hope you are excited too.
Yeah. I am. Thank you.
That's great. So, Xola, maybe tell the listeners and me, well, I don't know who Xola is. So tell the listeners,
Mhm.
which is the people that you want to say we're going to employ you. So tell us about Xola. Who is Xola?
Thank you so much, Mandisa, for inviting me here. I'm Xola Veldtman. I'm a young 27-year-old woman who living in Fuleni Crescent. But right now, you are chatting with me from Hope Africa at Lower Crossroads.
Okay, and who is Xola? Besides you being 27 years old, so who is Xola? Let us get to know Xola.
Um, Xola Veldtman is a young, beautiful woman who is interested in knowing more than herself. Yes, that's me. I'm a kindly loving person who likes to know other people's minds so that I can know their feelings, what they're going through in life.
Mm,
Yes, that's me.
okay, thank you. Do you come from a big family? Are you the only child?
No, it's not a big family. Actually, we are both. I'm the first one, and the following one is 18 years now. Yes,
So there's two of you. You have only one
yes,
sibling. Okay, that's
yes.
amazing. So, Xola, really what we're trying to do today, you are not, I'm asking you questions, but remember,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be the one to listen to this conversation. The people who are
Yes,
going to listen to this conversation are the people that are going to employ you. So, as much as you're
okay.
talking to me, but I want you to keep in mind that you are speaking to your prospective employer. Are we on the same
Yes,
page?
yes, we're on the same page.
Okay,
Thank you
so
so much.
is Xola employed at the moment?
No, I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm not working.
Okay, for how long have you been
But
unemployed?
it's been less than 3 months because my contract ended on December, on 1st of December. Yes, but at the moment I'm busy with a course that is hosted in a Phillippi village and accounted by Mr. Nkanzana. Yes,
Okay. So that's what you've been doing right now, just to stimulate your brain and to just develop
yes,
Xola.
yes, that's what
Okay.
I've been doing.
I love that. Xola, so
Thank
the
you.
time that you've been unemployed, how has it been like? Because remember, when one is working, you earn a salary and you are able to do a lot of other things. So now that you've been
Yes.
unemployed, how has that been like for you? What's been the impact on on your family?
It's been an impact for me. It was a serious, it's an interesting reality challenge because I'm more different to other youth because mostly I was always working, but now since now my contract has ended, I got a reality that I have to make sure that I do get with other people how they feel. Such an example, how to youth experience suffering and work when their age is still good for them. But now it's still a good challenge because I managed to know how other people get suffer and get to do what everything they do. It is an interesting challenge, I can say.
Okay. Is there anything that you would say as a result of you being at home, I'm going to change certain things about me as Xola, or do you feel that there's nothing for you to change?
There is a lot for me to change. For an example, I'm still in a new journey of dealing with my past, but yes, I'm doing quite well. But I would like to advise other youth to believe in themselves and hoping that tomorrow will be a better day. Yes.
Okay, I love that. I love that we have a motivational Xola
Thank
here today.
you.
Thank you, Xola. So, Xola,
Thank you so
with
much.
without wasting on any of your time, let us get to. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and I just
All
want you
right.
to be as honest as you can be and as relaxed as you can be. And remember, there's a prize. The prize is that we are trying to get the attention of your prospective
Mm-hmm.
employer. So we in this together.
Yes, I'm in.
Okay,
You can
thank you. I love that. I love that.
sit.
So, Xola, the first question that I have for you, what are your values? What are the things that you hold dear that you say that this is how I make decisions? It's based on these values, how I live my life, when I choose friends, when I choose work. These are my guiding principles. What are the values that you hold dear to Xola?
My values, I will only shoot out two values, which is its honesty and integrity. Honesty, which means I can do anything you ask me to do without doubting or without being there to supervise me or trusting me that I can do. What I mean by integrity, you can give me a job as my employee, but trust me, I don't need you to supervise me, more especially with my work when I'm doing a great work. Only if I have a problem, then I can be supervised by my employee. Yes, thank you
Okay.
so much.
So honesty and integrity, those are the things that mean the most to Xola when it comes to values.
Yes,
Okay, I love that. And then
thank
let's look
you.
at a company. So a company is made up of different functions, different people,
Mm-hmm.
policies, processes, procedures, you name it. And every company has a culture. So for
Yes.
you as Xola, and I'm sure, like you said, were employed before you were unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
So you have
Yes.
experience of working in a space with of different people. So what is the culture that you find brings out the best in Xola? What culture do you prefer when it comes to a working environment?
The culture that I prefer is a culture that brings us united. Sorry, it's a culture that brings us together. Is united. The same as respect, kindness. You know where everybody is not right what you're doing. Just be there for everyone. If you decide you are an employee, just be there to see how do we feel, how do we do with life. That's what I prefer. A respected full company. Yes.
Okay, okay, I love that. I love that. Thank you very much, Xola. Xola, as a
Thank you so
result
much.
of the COVID-19, which is affecting the entire globe, not only the townships in Cape Town, but the entire globe
Mm-hmm.
has been impacted by
Yes.
the global pandemic. So, what
Mm.
are the challenges have you found to be facing companies? It doesn't have to be a long list, but what springs to mind when I ask you about a challenge that's facing companies now as a result of COVID 19?
A challenge that is been facing by a company is trust, because
Okay.
mostly of employees or managers or supervisors, they are not there to supervise or manage their employees because they are more far from each other. For example, I'm working from home. You are from your office. So which is it to know what I'm doing? You have to call me so that you know what I'm up to, even though you will believe me or don't believe it. But what's important is it's in honesty. If you do your job without being supervised, that you can bring up your points very hard.
Okay. So the biggest problem that you see or the challenge facing companies is their ability to trust people because now they are no
Yes,
longer there to supervise and manage them. So because
yes.
of the remote way of working, companies need
Mm-hmm.
to build trust that we are trusting Xola at home that she won't waste company time and all of those
Yes,
things.
yes, yes,
Okay, okay.
yes.
Thank you, Xola. I love that. So
Thank
you
you so
said that
much.
you're an honest person. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Your value
Yes,
is honesty and integrity. So,
yes.
how can you help companies through your values? How do you see honesty and integrity helping your prospective employer?
Helping my prospective employer is to be always there by in time when I've been asked for, by the time it's signed down by in contract. Secondly, I think it's by proving yourself in your employees that you can do this, that they've been expected you to, you can do it. And they should know that if you are not comfortable or you don't know what you're about to do, you should feel free to ask them anything so that you can have a clue what you're about to do so that you won't submit wrong information even in a wrong time. For an example, if I've been given a work at my place, sometimes let's say the due date is before 7 days. So in the third day, I can see that I cannot do this. It is still a very good chance to go before my submitting due date to come and tell my boss that I cannot do this. Can you give me some extra time to do this than the time it's given me before? Yes, it was
Okay,
it.
okay. So that's where the honesty comes in. You are honest when
Yes.
you're not able to meet a deadline. And also
Mm-hmm.
when you don't know, you are honest to say that I don't know.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Xola. So, Xola,
Thank
you
you so much.
indicated that you have worked for a non-profit organization.
Yes, yes, it's a Hope Africa. It's based
Hope
in
Africa.
Lower Crossroads.
Okay, and what was your role at Hope Africa?
My role at Hope Africa, it was an admin assistant. Yes, for a
Okay,
12-month
so
internship.
a 12-month internship program.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so what did your day-to-day activities include in your role as an assistant?
My daily job was to put my student database on the internet. And I was also making some list where there's a time we have to go and shop for some titles for some student who's going to attend the next class. And I was also there to assist a student that who was still new with the computer so that they don't know what to do. For each when they want to create an email address, I was there to assist them. When they were there to finish up their CV, I'm there to assist them.
Okay, so you have experience on working with computer on a computer.
Yes, I have an experience.
Okay, so what programs did you work in on the computer? Microsoft Word,
Microsoft Word, it's
Excel?
Microsoft, yeah, it's Excel, and it's also image mail. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. That's awesome. And Ola, what are the key things that you learned when you were working for Hope Africa? What are the key things that you found that you took out from that position?
The key thing that I took out from that foundation, it was a teamwork skill,
Okay.
because previously in my job where I used to work, I was always working on my own space, where I always concentrated with my own job alone. So there was no time for me to bond with other people so that we can have a work together. So what I have experienced there is to be able to work people with people, because you've been serving different people in the same day. So which
Mm.
is your attitude, you must manage your attitude through different people. Whatever happens to you, you must always serve for people, because at the end of the day, your job is to serve people.
Okay, okay, I love that. Thank you so much, Ola. I'm enjoying this
Thank you so
conversation
much.
very much, and I'm hoping that you are relaxed because I'm very
Me too.
relaxed.
I'm more than
Thank you, Xola. So, Xola, another question that I have for you. So, let's say, remember, when we end this conversation, I won't be the one
Mhm.
listening to it. The one who's going to
Okay.
listen to it is someone who says, I have a position and I'm looking for the right talent. So,
Mhm.
what would be the one thing, or maybe a couple of things, what would you want to say to the person who is looking for a Xola? Why should they take Xola and not Mandisa? What is special about Xola? How are you going to help them as a business?
Okay, so I'm gonna help my employees at business, such as good at sharing some new ideas, even
Okay.
though those ideas might not be included in a company, but I'm always good to come with the new ideas. And also in time management, I've been given a work. I'm good at submitting the work before time if I finish it before time. But trust me, I'm always there when you need me. I'm always there to occupy in every space you ask me anything to do of it. I don't say no, that's not my job. I'm able to learn some new skills.
Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. So let's see if
Thank
we
you.
can change things around for Xola. Xola, you said to me you were an admin assistant at Hope Africa. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay. So what positions are you looking for? If you look at your skill sets, so the skills that you
Mm-hmm.
have and your experience in the workplace, what positions do you believe that you are able to add the greatest value in?
I won't lie. Admin assistant is my new lover, and I'm willing to learn more with assistants. I'm in love with the admin assistant, so I'm still looking forward to learn more about admin assistants. Yes,
Okay, so you are specifically looking for something in administration, or that includes
yes,
administrative work.
yes, yes, yes. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with that. So, is there
Thank
anything
you.
that you want to say before we end our conversation? Is there anything that just came to mind that you just want to say before we end our conversation today?
Actually, yes, I have a message for you.
Okay.
I have a message for you. I would like to say shout out to our youth that has always been there for themselves, who've always been heroes for themselves in a young space. And I would like to say they must believe in themselves. That's always good. That's always to be your own self role model. That's all I can say. Thank you so
I
much.
love that. It's the first time I hear that. So, man, it's a be your own role model.
Yes, yes, that's
It's
good.
interesting, eh? Because a lot of people always look for role models. So I love the fact that you actually say be your own role model. I love that.
Yes, yes. I think that's good.
Okay, I love that. So thank you, Xola. It's been an interesting conversation. And just to recap our conversation today, I am speaking to Xola. She is connecting with
Mm-hmm.
me from Mfuleni in Cape Town, one of the townships in Cape Town. Xola is an administrative assistant. Her values include honesty and integrity. She does say that she's quite strong in terms of time management. If she's been given an activity or a task to do, she always ensures that it's submitted and done before the time. She understands the importance of managing one's time. She also
Mm-hmm.
says that she loves working with a team. Administration is her new love. Ola says that she's someone that believes that we need to be our own role models. And Ola has exposure in working with computers. She's quite versed on Microsoft Word and Microsoft
Yes.
Excel and also working on Outlook. She has played a role where she's assisted students that were needing help with computer work as part of her role at
Yes.
Hope Africa. So if you are looking
Mm-hmm.
to connect with Ola and you believe that Ola will add value to your company, do feel free to reach out to our company. We will facilitate the connection between yourself and Ola. Thank you so much, Ola. Have a good day further. And we are hoping that we are going to score you some work.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ola. Thank you for listening to the Virtual Talent Room podcast with me, your host, Mandisa Makubalo. To connect with our guest, kindly visit our website at www.theunlimitedco.com and drop your details on the Contact Us page of the website. Alternatively, you can drop your details on the comments section just below this episode. Catch us again next week as we bring you more talent. Remember, our goal is to develop the township economy one talent at a time.